Waheguruji Ka Khalsa, Waheguruji Ki Fateh. My name is Guruka Singh. I converted from Christianity to Sikhism about 35 years ago. Now, I grew up in a Christian denomination called the Church of Christ, which is very similar to this Southern Baptist denomination that this Pastor Anderson belongs to. Therefore, I feel that I'm in a good position to talk about this bigoted and racist sermon that he delivered and how it is completely gives a false impression about what Sikhism is about and why he may have come to some of these conclusions that he did about Sikhism, which we all hope that he changes here after seeing these rebuttals. Now, in this sermon, this Pastor Anderson talks specifically about looking at SikhNet and using some of the YouTube videos that this Guruka Singh, a longtime follower of Yogi Bhajan, his tantric yoga cult, have put on the internet. It's really a shame that this Pastor Anderson actually found those references to Sikhi. Now, I want to play for you the specific part in his YouTube video where he talks about Guruka and SikhNet. And then I want to show you some of the searches that I did for Guruka, SikhNet, and the searches that involve idol worship and involve Yogi Bhajan, a lot of these un-Sikh-like activities that SikhNet and Yogi Bhajan and Guruka are involved in. So let's listen to this Pastor Anderson's remarks in his YouTube video, and then I'll show you these pictures and searches that I did for Guruka and SikhNet. And you can see maybe why he got this false impression about Sikhism believing in idols like Hindus.
It's just part of what we do as men, to cut our beard, cut our hair, cut our fingernails. But it's funny, there's this guy on YouTube, because I was researching this Sikh religion, and there were, that's what it's called, friend. But I was researching it on YouTube, and there's this white Sikh, okay? And basically, you know, like I said, the vast majority are from India, but there's a movement of some white people who've kind of gotten into this religion. And he has this channel called SikhNet, like Sikh Network, okay? And he's on there, and he's basically promoting the Sikh religion on there. So I clicked on this video about, you know, why he wears a turban. Because I was like, why do they wear the turban? It's not one of the 5Ks, you know, but they do have that real long hair, okay? So they wrap up all that long hair into the turban. But I was trying to see, is there something more to that? So this guy's talking about, you know, his journey to becoming a Sikh, this white dude. And he's in New York, and he would ride the subway every day, and he'd already started growing his hair real long and growing his beard real long and didn't really know why. I know why, because you're a hippie. You know, it's not that, he's like, then he realized it was because he was a Sikh in a past life. I think you just were probably a hippie and growing your hair real long. So he'd ride the bus every day, and this is what he said. He said, you know, I was trying to be peaceful, trying to meditate, trying to think good thoughts. And he said, I was sitting on the subway, and just these real perverted thoughts would come into my mind. Just these really sick, perverted thoughts. And he was like, where is this coming from? Where are these sick, perverted thoughts coming from? And then he said, I would look up and see kind of a weird-looking guy across the train, and I'd say, oh, that was his thought. Look, you can't blame your perverted thoughts on some guy you don't even know. I mean, think about it. He's sitting on the subway thinking a bunch of perverted stuff, and then he just, oh, it's him. I mean, what did that poor guy do for you to throw him under the bus? But he said, oh, it's him. But then he figured out that once he started wearing a turban, it kind of blocked all that. You know, maybe you should line your turban with aluminum foil. You know, maybe that would block out even more of these. But he said, oh, you know, block out, because he said our hairs are like these antennas. You know, so he wrapped it all up, you know, put it, look, I just get shorter antennas, bro. You won't need a turban. But, you know, he wrapped up in the turban, and he said, you know, he didn't think these perverted thoughts. No, you know where those perverted thoughts come from according to the Bible? Out of the heart of man. Okay? You know, and here's the thing. You know, everybody has evil thoughts or sinful thoughts. The Bible says, out of the heart of man come thoughts of foolishness, adultery, theft, blasphemy, foolishness, pride. Those type of things come from within, from the heart of man. But, you know, if you're thinking really perverted stuff, it's probably because you're a reprobate. If you're thinking stuff that's that perverted, where you've been given over to vile affections and things that are against nature and so forth. And so, you know, I wouldn't put it past this guy, especially when you see how he panders to the sodomites, trying to act like, oh, sodomy's not that bad and everything on his Sikh channel. But anyway, here's another thing. Go to John chapter 13. Yeah, that guy's name, Guruka Singh. I don't think that's the name his parents gave him.
Okay, so you can see there that this Pastor Anderson has specifically mentioned Guruka Singh and SikhNet in this research that he did about Sikhism. And it's really, like I said, a shame that he talked about Guruka, and he found this research about Sikhi when he went to SikhNet, because SikhNet definitely gives a distorted and twisted view of Sikhi. So I think that this really shows how we need to actively change this presence on the internet so that Sikhs and everybody in general, the public, have a different source and correct information for what they know and learn about Sikhi. Now here's a video that was just done by Wake Up Sikhs, which shows some of these un-Sikh-like practices of the Yogi Bhajan people. This is the impression that Sikhs and non-Sikhs are getting about the Yogi Bhajan people when they look on the internet. And here they're doing yoga to Gurbani. It's completely shameful.
It's left, right, left, right, left, right, if you can.
Okay, well, thank you for your time, and I hope you will write the Jethedar of the Occult Tucket and tell him to talk with these Yogi Bhajan people. And I hope that we can start a new website that will replace SikhNet, because they're definitely giving the wrong impression of Sikhi, especially this Guruka Singh, who I'll also mention has openly said that he keeps Yogi Bhajan's fingernails in his gutka. And this is really a sacrilege. He took those Yogi Bhajan fingernails that he got many years ago when Yogi Bhajan cut them off of his fingers and put them in his gutka, and he made a magic talisman out of it too. He was completely against Sikh teachings. We should not rely on anything else but the Siddhi Guru Granth Sahib for our guidance and strength. Thank you for your time, and I hope we can put a stop to some of these un-Sikh-like practices there. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa.